Hello folks, the Why Guy here again. Welcome to my home on this beautiful summer day. The name of this video is called The Why Guy, something for hell believers to think about. Just something to think about, okay? Think before you believe. Simple as that. Video is over. Not really. This video is basically kind of in a vein of sarcastic humor, sarcastic satire, but yet it has an important hidden message that I want to encourage Christians to think about what they believe and why they believe it. You know, this is going to be a super short video, just a few minutes long, but it's simple math, really, this thinking about what you believe and for being a hell believer in that context. You know, if someone believes that Jesus paid the debt for one's sins, and then go on to believe that hell is that debt that one must pay for the sin of unbelief, let's use that one, then shouldn't Jesus be suffering an eternal torment right now because of all of the unbelief that exists out there? You know, if that is the debt that's paid, you get it. Well, here's another way of putting it. You know, if unbelief is sin, we're sticking with unbelief here for a moment. If unbelief is sin, and hell is the place that people go when they don't believe, and Jesus paid for that sin, then logically, you know, that payment must be Jesus in hell right now, at this very moment, because he's paying for the sin of unbelief. I hope that made sense. Because frankly, when I'm saying think before you believe, what you believe doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. We know, of course, that Jesus is not in hell. So I have to come to the conclusion, hell is not a place that people go when they don't believe. Because if it was, then Jesus would have to be there to pay the debt. Okay, where am I off on this? All right. Now, Christianity is constantly telling people to make the right choices, or the right choice. In this case, choose Christ, which is, to me, is legit, totally legit. So you might think, well, if someone doesn't choose Christ, what then? You know, we have, as believers, see, what you're doing is you're putting all of the notion, all of the responsibility on your shoulders to choose, and making an ultimate price if you choose incorrectly. That's not the point. Yes, it's important to choose Christ, of course, but who enables you to make the right choice? Who gives you the faith to make the right choice? Is your choice that you make, is it something that you're boasting about? Because the faith of Christ is a gift so that you can't boast. It's nothing of your doing, and yet choice is your doing. I know I'm reaching around the backside of some scripture, pulling some stuff out, and only people who understand certain verses are going to relate with what I just said. But, you know, because Christianity is constantly telling people to make the right choice, one must choose. I'm going to give you 4 options, and think about these options, okay? In other words, think before you believe. I'm not asking you to believe any of these options. I'm just asking you to think. 1. Here's a choice. Choice 1. Is Jesus in hell right now paying for the sin of unbelief? Is he? Or 2. Jesus did not pay for the debt of all sins after all. He didn't. Or 3. Jesus really did pay for all sins, so there is no need for hell. And 4. Hell is not the debt, and there's no such place. You know, for simple math, it's got to add up. It just has to add up. And you know, if you chose number 4, I think you're on the right track. Well, you know, if you disagree with me on this video, go ahead and leave me a thumbs down, and I wouldn't mind a comment contrary to what I've said here if you don't agree with me, but be polite about it. And if you do agree with this, what I've said, give me a thumbs up, consider that. And also leave a comment that might add to this, because it's such a short video anyway. And then encourage others with your comment. Consider subscribing. And also, for any of you who might come across this or view it by accident, if you believe in those kind of things, accidents, that is, look me up on Facebook so we can discuss these things. Even if you don't agree, still look me up on Facebook. It'll be a safe place for you as long as you remain polite. If you're not polite, then it won't be very safe for you. Anyway, under my avatar, Jonathan Jones on Facebook. Also, I have a group called The White Guy. Thank you for viewing.